Welcome, I'm Luca and this is Project Verbero. In this video I want to show you a first real application based on the Verbero platform. So let's switch to the architecture of the project. We have seen this before, but in the previous videos I showed you how all the logic of the system was running on the Verbero Engine box. In this video I will show you how the same exact engine can run on a mobile application. So for this purpose I have developed an Android application which I'm going to show you in a bit. As usual, let's start with the setup of the system. So this is my phone, and I am mirroring the screen of the phone to my PC so that you can see it on the video, and I can also control the phone by using the mouse basically, right? So as you can see here there is an application which I will start in a bit, and other than the application, the other thing that we have as usual is our Black Fencer Dagger. So for the ones of you who are new to these videos, so this is the Verbero sensor module. Right now it's just a prototyping platform, which is a Bosch XDK, and I've just taped the sensor to the pommel of the dagger, right? So that when you wield it, it's kind of out of the way, even if it's big, but you know, for now it will fit. So let's see. So if we start the application, this is a standard Android application, and the first thing that you will have to do is to register or sign into the system, right? So I'm already registered using my Google credentials, so I can sign in with Google. And once I'm here, as you can see, I have you know, the main window of the application, and let's see how this works, right? So this is a Bluetooth low energy system, which means that the Verbero sensor module is going to communicate with my cell phone using Bluetooth low energy. So let's start with it. I can start enrolling, right? And now, as you can see, if I scan, I will not find any Verbero sensor module because, of course, now the sensor is turned off, right? So let's turn it on. Let me show you. You should be seeing that this one will just turn on. Yep, now it's ready, right? And if I scan for Verbero sensor modules now, you will see I will find one, right? So this is the sensor. I can add it to the system, and when I add it to the system I have to choose a couple of settings, namely where the sensor is placed on, right? So of course you have a wide list of options here. I'm just experimenting with the dagger, but I have already tested the system with all the things you see in the list here, right? So let's start with the dagger. Once you select where the sensor is placed, you can also select the sensitivity of the system, right? Based on the placement, and also where if you are using the weapon with the right hand or the left hand, right? So this of course will influence how you detect the impacts, right? Now we have added the system to the sensor to the system, right? So now I have several options here. So for the first application, I was thinking about some time trials, right? So let's see how that works. I can go on the time trials here, and I can choose basically if I want to do some pel work, right? Google, stop.
Here's what I've done.
Okay, so I can see if I can, if I want to do some pel work, right? So a generic exercise on the pel, and I have a punching bow there that I'm going to use. If you want to do some cutting practice, so analyze your impacts as to understand whether the alignment of your blows is correct for a test cutting practice, right? Some intensity training, so a combination of how many hits per minute you are able to deliver, and also the force and the accuracy of those hits, and also rhythm, right? You don't want to give a rhythm to your opponent so that he can you know, hit you. You don't want to give some tempos to the opponents, right? So right now let's start with the per work, right? And when I start this, you will see this one is configuring the Verbero sensor module, and now it's waiting for an impact. So what you can see in this window is the generic per work, right? So I have the number of long edges cuts that I've delivered, the number of short edge cuts, the number of thrusts, and the number of flats. Then I have average g-forces for these categories. I also have the average hits per minute. This is a countdown trial, so you will have a average hits per minute, and also the average edge alignment of the practice trial, right? So let's see how this works. So this first trial is will just last 30 seconds because I don't want to bore you, right? But yeah, so let's try it. So yeah, this is the result, right? So once you've finished the training, you can start the trial, you can start a new one, or you can have the statistics for the trial you have just done, right? In the statistics, you can have, some details on the averages on what happened during this trial in terms of forces, alignment, distribution of the various blows. And you can see also details on what what specific blows you have delivered. So in this case, this one is a squalembro mandritto, right? With details on the impact tensors, on the hand tensors, all things that will be used, that can be leveraged using the Verbero platform in order to create these kind of applications, right? And this can contribute also to a overall statistic over time to see during the week, the month or the year, what is your improvement on this. So this is actually a real fitness app for HEMA, right? So this concludes our video. I hope you liked it, and see you next time.